Welcome back, jerks. This is episode 4, and this is the first time I've ever done an interview, and I've got a special guest today. In fact, this is not only my first guest, this is my first offspring. Let me introduce you to my daughter, my first daughter. In fact, please state your full name.
My name is Riley Hubatka, the first.
The first. Amazing. So I'm going to be using this format, this interview format, or I guess I'm going to be experimenting with this interview format. And if it works, then you may see a few more guests on this show, which I have appropriately titled "Think Like a Jerk." So that's now what it's called. So when you think, "Oh, what's the name of that show?" It's "Think Like a Jerk." Okay, so episode 4, we're going to jump in with Riley Grace Hubatka. Riley, what are you currently doing right now? What are you studying in school?
I'm in cosmetology school. So if you don't know what that covers hair, makeup, skin, and nails.
Okay, and what color would you actually describe your hair right now? Because I think people sometimes get confused about what color this is.
Silver.
Okay, good. So if somebody says silver, you wouldn't be offended?
No, I've always wanted to have silver hair, and that's what I've strived towards.
What if they call it gray?
That's fine. I mean, it kind of matches my bed right now, and my bed's gray, so.
Okay, good. And then you always do your hair the same color as your bedding?
Yes.
Yeah, it's perfect. I love that. One of the things that our viewers may not know about you is that you are, well, you might not be the most gifted physical athlete. I do know one thing about you. You are incredibly fast. So how would you describe how fast you are?
Like on a scale of turtle to cheetah,
Yes.
like, maybe like a large dog.
So wait, you said turtle to cheetah, but nobody really knows where large dog falls in the middle. So I'm going to say somewhere like around a
6.
Six?
Yeah, I'm very good sprinter. I can sprint in very short distance, very fast.
Like 10 yards. Yeah, like 10 yards. Okay,
Not,
well,
not endurance.
so here's what I don't think people may know about you. Although if your followers are watching this, they probably do know this. Probably most of the people my age probably don't know this, that you've got about somewhere between 4 and 5 million followers across these different social media platforms that are currently following you. And you've got reps that are that you're working with in the LA area, and they're helping you connect with brands and develop these partnerships. But answer this question, because a lot of folks don't actually know what this answer is. What does it actually mean to be an influencer?
So, to be an influencer means you are given this platform, and I mean, you can literally have like 10,000 followers, or you can have 1 million followers. Like, I feel like if you have a platform where people are looking up to you, your role is to influence those followers to be the best versions of themselves and show them your personality through social media. And some people, they struggle with that, but at least for me, I try and be as raw and as real as I can and try and influence these kids. Or when I say kids, there's people my age that are following me too, but to show them that it's okay to be yourself on social media, because I feel like nowadays everyone shows these fake versions of themselves, and I just want to express to my followers that it's okay to be real, and it's okay to be funny and post ugly selfies of yourself, and just have fun with the platform that you're given.
I think you do a great job of that.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the term influencer itself?
I think that it's given a bad rep because, again, people that are like higher influencers, they can come off as kind of like self-absorbed or stuck up. And that's why with me personally, I try and be super raw and not, look like I'm thinking very highly of myself, which I don't anyways. But I think it just has a bad rep to it. So I would consider myself an influencer, but I don't know. I don't love the term as a whole just because of the stereotype behind it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let me ask you a would you rather question. Would you rather be a skinfluencer and you could only rep organic sunscreen products, or a finfluencer who only reps wild caught salmon?
Oh Probably salmon.
So a finfluencer.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just
There's way too many influencers that already rep skincare brands and sunscreen, and I don't know one influencer that reps salmon, and I
So,
love salmon.
so that would be you. Yeah, you're a front runner. So you'd rather be a finfluencer instead of a skinfluencer.
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, tell me this. Tell me about one of the brand partnerships that you've done that you really enjoyed.
I did a campaign with H&M, which I loved. I got to work with a few people from their department, and everyone was super nice. I thought the campaign was super awesome. We were doing a Billie Eilish inspired clothing line for H&M, and so I got to model their clothes and then make a couple TikTok videos wearing the line. And a lot of people say that I look like Billie Eilish, which I don't really think, but it was cool that I was like handpicked to play that part and make the videos, and the clothing line was super awesome. And it was actually like super fun experience because I had been chosen to be a part of the campaign, told about all of the, instructions and the brief and stuff, and then was flown out to LA all within 48 hours. So it was super fast moving, and it was my very first campaign I ever did. So it was fun to like kind of get a little taste of that lifestyle.
That's fun. And you did a great job. I saw the finished work. It was awesome. What's a brand that you'd love to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
I've actually thought about this a lot, and obviously like any high-end brand, like
Because you're super high end.
no. No. I would love to work with Nike because I love what they stand for, and I love like the commercials and stuff that they put out. But also,
And you're fast. You're like 6 out of 10 fast.
Yes, I'm like a large dog fast.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But I pretty much only wear Nike shoes, and I used to wear a lot of Adidas, but I've switched and I pretty much only wear Nike now. I love like the style of their clothes because I mean there's athletic stuff, but there's also like leisurely clothes like sweats and sweats and hoodies. And I don't know, I just like what they stand for as a brand, and I like the style of it, and I would love to work with them one day.
Well, maybe you will. Maybe this will be your big break. Maybe
Hopefully.
this interview, Think Like a Jerk, will be your big break.
Yes, Nike, if you're watching this, please.
Please send me a hoodie. Okay, I'm going to say a word, and you tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay, it's going to be either a brand or a category. Okay. Kraft mac and cheese.
Cheesy.
That's a terrible answer.
Let me redo it.
Okay, Kraft mac and cheese.
SpongeBob.
Great. Drugstore makeup.
Elf.
Canine crunchies.
Dubs.
Chick-fil-A.
Chicken.
That was almost as bad as cheesy for mac and cheese. Okay, last one. First thing that comes to mind. K-pop.
Lucy.
Oh, Lucy, your sister.
Yes.
Yeah, she really does love K-pop.
Into K-pop.
Hey, by the way, how does it feel to be Asian?
Honestly, I love that about me. I don't really know a lot of Asian people. So, and also I like telling people that I'm Asian because they never expect it. Like none of me looks Asian. And then when I told them I have an Asian dad, they're like, no. They're like, is he your brother? Are you adopted? I'm like, no, it's just part of who I am.
Please explain Wasian for the audience that is over 30 years old who've never heard the term.
Asian is basically someone who's white and Asian. So
do you think is it offensive to use the term Wasian?
No, I don't think so.
It's okay? Because you're Wasian? Like could like any random person use that term?
And call me that?
Yeah, no, could they just use the term? There's nothing derogatory about that, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. Nice. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out in the comments.
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so very few people know this about you. You currently have a physical ailment that you're dealing with. So how would you currently describe your tonsils?
My tonsils, they are...
In fact, can you open your mouth real wide? Let's see if we can see them. Oh, you can see them. They look pretty gigantic. They're not getting the full effect on camera, but they are large back there. But yes, describe... Yeah, those are large. Okay, describe your tonsils.
Okay,
In fact, how about this? Instead of describing them, just tell me this. Which social media personality most resembles the current state of your tonsils?
Wow, my tonsils are very large, and veiny. So I'd
Oops.
have I'd have to go with Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
So, so, so your tonsils most most resemble the rock.
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Two tiny rocks in your throat right now.
Exactly.
Well, hey, what do your tonsils even do? Do you know?
I have no idea, and that's why I'm getting them out. They have no purpose.
Well, hey,
Actually,
that's it.
they create white blood cells, I'm pretty sure.
That I think that is part of the function. But I just want to tell you that's a bad philosophy. If you don't know what something does, please do not automatically get rid of it. But your tonsils are like a think of them like like a a net or something like that. They actually, this is a really dumbed down explanation. They catch the germs that come into your mouth, preventing any sort of like lung conditions or like respiratory problems.
Well, I I just don't want them anymore.
Would you rather have your tonsils in for one more year or have to dress like Joe Exotic every day for a month?
Oh my gosh. I would rather dress like Joe Exotic
Yeah, I think so too.
because I've had tonsillitis twice and the flu and strep about 4 times in the past 5 months.
Yeah, that's about right.
So I would much rather just dress like Joe Exotic and not leave my house and just walk around my house as him than have to deal with that.
Plus, let's be honest, you already kind of dress like Joe Exotic.
Yes. Honestly, if I were to dress like him, I think I could pull it off and start a trend.
You probably, probably.
I mean, I think my philosophy, you can pull off anything if you wear it with confidence.
Yeah, that's probably true. I agree. Okay, let me switch gears. I want to talk about what's going on in the world right now because I think this is important. How do you feel about all that's going on in the world right now with coronavirus?
Um, I think it is very scary. I don't think people realized how serious it was up until recently because there's been a lot of shelter in places that have been commenced. So I think people now being forced to stay in their homes are now realizing how serious it is. I still think it's hard for people my age to wrap their heads around social distancing, and I see a lot of teenagers still hanging out with friends and going out of their house, um, which I mean, it's obviously up to them, but they are a big part of the reason why it's still spreading. And they're like, oh, I want quarantine to be over, but that's not going to happen unless people stay in their homes.
Yeah, that's true. What have you been doing for the last few weeks since you've been on lockdown?
Well, I've been sleeping in till about 12 every single day.
Excellent.
I have been hanging out with my sisters, which is, it's great that we have a big family because I have, 5 other people.
Built-in friends.
Yeah, to entertain me. I have been getting dressed and doing makeup for no reason, just to, waste time.
Excellent.
I've been playing a lot of Fortnite, getting a lot of dubs, which is great.
Excellent.
I'm a gamer. I've been drawing a little bit, just finding random stuff to do around the house, making TikToks.
Yeah, I feel like I've been seeing you do a lot of like creative stuff. It's like maybe giving you a little downtime to get creative again or something.
Yeah, I think so too.
And what are you and your friends doing to do your part in the larger pandemic?
Well, I think social distancing is the number one thing. I haven't seen my friends in about a month.
But you've been chatting with them, right?
Yeah, we FaceTime like multiple times throughout the day. It's a very large switch from hanging out every single day to not being able to see each other for this amount of time. But we're getting through it. We FaceTime a lot. We play Fortnite together. Um, and it's just the thought of being able to see each other and have this big reunion is getting us through it.
Nice. Okay, good. All good answers. And thank you for doing your part.
Thank you.
Okay, Think Like a Jerk is a show that talks about culture. I wrote a book on culture called You Little Jerk. So how would you describe our family culture?
Never boring. I think living in our house, if someone were to come and be a part of our family, they would realize that it is never boring. We always have music playing. We're always doing something new, whether it's a puzzle or dancing in the kitchen, making food. It's literally always exciting when we're here.
Does it ever get annoying?
Um, Honestly, no. My siblings can get annoying, and mom can get on my nerves a little bit, but I would never say like annoying.
So you've
Does that
got
make
three others. It does make sense. You've got three other sisters. You're one of four girls. And do you fight?
Um, we don't. We get into like little arguments, but it's not anything serious. It's like, did you take my shirt? Put it back in my closet. And
Yeah,
they're like, no.
there's a lot of unapproved clothes borrowing in this house. Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Um, well, I'm not the one to really participate in it. Everyone always takes my clothes.
Well,
So
mostly because you get it for free because people send them to you.
yes, but that doesn't give them an excuse to not ask me to wear it.
That's true. What if you don't even know that you got it? Like they just got the package and they just opened it up and never gave it to you.
Oh, then I'd be pissed.
Hey, watch your mouth. This is a family show.
I'd be mad.
Hey, you'd be really mad. Okay, let's wrap up with this. Tell everybody who's tuned in something that they don't know about you.
I have said this before, but I don't think a majority of people know. I can speak some Chinese.
Really? Let's hear it.
All right. You want me to tell you what I'm saying before or after?
No, say after. Say speak in Chinese and then tell us afterwards.
你好，我叫 Riley，我18岁，我家有6口人，有爸爸妈妈、3个妹妹和我。
And what does that mean?
That means, hi, my name is Riley. I'm 18 years old. I have 6 people in my family, my mom, my dad, 3 little sisters, and me.
Impressive. Are you going to continue studying Chinese?
Yes, I have not been actively learning it right now because I liked learning it with a teacher, and now I'd have to do it online, like on Rosetta Stone or Duolingo or something. But I would love to pick it back up because I'm not fluent in the language, is what I tell people, but from here on out, it's just expanding my vocabulary. Like I know like the basic structure behind everything, but I mean, you have to be able to know and read 5,000 characters and able to read a newspaper. And I probably know like half of that. So
You better pick up the pace.
I know, but
You
it's
better
very,
pick up the
I
pace.
love the language. I don't think really anyone that I know speaks Chinese. So
Except for all the Chinese people in the world.
that I know.
Yeah, that's true.
My friends, like I don't know anyone.
You should get some Chinese friends.
Oh, I love that. I just want to be able to talk in Chinese, Mandarin.
What are the greatest challenges you have to balance between being who you are versus the pressures that come with being on social media?
I think reminding myself that I don't have to like put on this mask in order to, be liked by my followers. My followers follow me for me, and that's what I've like made sure to do from the very beginning is to be the most real version of me that I can be, because you put on this mask and you're pretending to be someone, your followers are following you for a fake you. So I feel like just reminding myself that I don't have to fake being anyone, just be myself. And if people don't like that, then they don't have to follow me or they don't have to, be a part of my life. I want people to, see the real me, not a fake.
And how are you handling that? Are you doing pretty well with that? Or you feel like, no, it's actually a struggle?
I think it gets hard at times because social media, you see all of these like models on your feed, or you see all these
like me.
Yes.
Yeah.
All these like really good looking people on your feed, and you're like, oh, like I wish I looked like her. I wish I could do that or be a model or whatever. And I think it does get hard because you compare yourself to all these people all the time. And that's one of the biggest struggles with social media is comparison. So that's when it does get hard. But even when I'm thinking that, I just have to remind myself, like, you weren't made like that. Like you were made for you. You were made like you for a reason. And so I think just expressing my natural personality and who I am, and I want people to be attracted to that, not a fake me.
Well, I love that. That's an amazing answer. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about or mention?
Being quarantined has also given me a lot of time to spend quality time with my dogs. If you don't know, we have 2 huskies, Rocket and Dubs. They are the lights of my life. And yeah, I just love them and I want people to know that.
Amazing. You need to do more posting then with them.
I know, I do. I need to have access to their Instagram account. That's what I need to have.
No, you can't. You're not allowed to have access to that. There's certain things that you have too many followers. You have disqualified yourself. Only people with less than 1 million can actually have access. So sorry, you're out forever.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Well, I love you. I'm super proud of you. Thank you for being my very first guest on
Oh, I'm
Think Like a
honored.
Jerk.
I'm honored.
Well, good. Well, maybe we'll do a follow up in a year or so when we see how things are going. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and come back next time. Okay, you bunch of jerks.